I did like a 23andMe and said I was 13% Irish. I was like, what? Where'd that come from? Are you serious? That's weird, you know? I do lie, but I'm not a liar, okay? I do regular lies. You know, I'll say stuff like on my way, or if I'm on a plane in emergency exit row and the flight attendant's like, hey, are you willing and able to sacrifice your life for a bunch of strangers? I'm like, yeah, I'm lying. I just want to do this. I'm not about to sacrifice nothing. I want leg room. I'm not about to sit all the way in the back. People scooting their booty past my neck. Excuse me, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just got to get the road, 87. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, did I pass it? Okay, here I go. Here's my booty again, stranger. Here's my booty. You ever come back from the restroom on a plane and someone's going to the restroom and you're like, oh, there's no room at all. Like, somebody about to take it to the face. I don't know which side I'm gonna give them, but didn't you skip me a line earlier? You know, you gotta pick and choose so you do it to them. But yeah, man, planes are weird, man. They got like, I don't understand why the seats have flotation devices. Like all of them have flotation devices, but not parachutes, right? Because we're flying over mostly not water. So why are these, they just have flotation devices. I'm bringing a parachute. Next time I go on the plane, I'm bringing another bag. They're like, why you got another bag? Don't worry about me, player. Don't worry about me. People gonna start freaking out. It's turbulence. It's turbulence. They gonna look at me. Why aren't you freaking out? I'm like, don't worry about why I'm not freaking out. Where's Mercy X row? Is it over here? Let me see. Where's the Mercy at? Oh man. But yeah, man. Good to be alive. So, man. Yeah, I was. My mom named me Preacher. She called me Preacher. I didn't think of it. People think I thought of it. I didn't. When I was 2 weeks old, a bunch of people kept telling my mom, it's like, when he gets older, he's gonna be a preacher. He's gonna be a pastor. That's what they seen in me at 2 weeks old. I don't know what I was saying. At 2 weeks old, to give the impression I was gonna be a, what could I say? Goo goo gaga, goo, can I get a wire? You know, I don't know if I was changing my mom's milk into wine. I don't remember, you know, but I'll tell people my name is Preacher. Everyone hears Preacher, and they're like, there's no way he just said Preacher. So they start to think of different names on their own. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, Preacher. They're like, Richard? I'm like, nope. Clearly started with a P. They're like, Preston? And I'm like, I'm black, okay? You know my name isn't Preston. There's no such thing as a Black Preston. And if there is one, there's one, and he's probably called Black Preston, because that's how it works. I don't make the rules. That's like a white dude named Jamal. He white Jamal. Everybody know that. People get mad at my name. Are you an actual pastor? No, I'm not a pastor. Well, I'm not calling you that. Well, why would I call you that if you're not even... All right, don't call me that then. But I got news for you. You know Jesus? He ain't actually Jesus, okay? Dr. Dre, not a doctor. Surprise. Everybody knows that The Rock is a human. I don't know why we're doing this. Preacher's not a weird name. I met some kid named Thevin with a TH. She's like, oh, I'm Thevin. I was like, your mom has a lisp, okay? There's no such thing as a Thevin. It's either her or the doctor's fault. I don't know who said it first. What's his name? Thevin. How many pounds he weigh? Thevin. You don't see the coincidence? I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to Thevin. Like, clearly, she got braces. You can tell that she spit when she talked, because I used to have braces. It flies out your mouth. You can't help it, you know? You be like, what's up, you know? People get mad at you. I was looking at something earlier. I can't help it. I got braces, you know? Speaking of braces, anybody ever been to London? Because they don't believe in those. That's not a myth. I thought that was a myth, bro. All of them just all look like they in hell grenades at the same time. Like, they don't need can openers down there. You understand? Like, they just all look like Nigel Thornberry. But I had braces. I had Invisalign braces, which are, because my teeth were jacked up. I mean, I had a regular amount of jacked up. Like, I had gaps. Like, one time I was eating cereal and my spoon was missing. I was like, wait a second. This is the third time, so I decided to get some braces. I got Invisalign braces, which are great, because you can't see them, but then you had some people that had regular braces growing up. They get mad at me as if I invented Invisalign braces, like, you didn't go through the struggle. My lips were bleeding. Nobody cares, bruh. If you had braces growing up, you probably had money, so I don't feel bad for you looking weird at 11. You're supposed to. I just stopped looking like a Pokemon 3 years ago. Let me be happy, man. People trying to catch me. I choose you, preacher, choose. Leave me alone. I'm trying to live my life. You guys laughed at that, but you honestly should have laughed harder. But whatever, it's fine. It's cool. Just gonna ruin my special. That was hilarious, man. You ever see a meme and you're laughing, you're like dying laughing at it. Then you show your friend, they're not laughing? That's how I felt just now. When y'all didn't laugh at my joke. And I just tried so hard. None of y'all give me that $20, sir. I would never kill myself. I think about it every day. But I'm not gonna, you know. That was dark. Speaking of dark, I'm black. You know, like, I am. I'm black. My whole body's black. Y'all notice that? Except this part. Ain't that weird? This is weird. This is not black. This is very weird. I remember as a kid that like they would ask me questions like, why are you white on one side, black on the other? I was like, I don't know. I guess I didn't fully hit my growth spurt. I don't know why it works out though. Anytime I get pulled over, hey officer, I understand you don't want to give me that loan. Before you say no, it just comes in handy. So, that was stupid. That's what it deserved. I was born in Portland, Oregon. That's where I was born. So I think that's where I got it. Because there's no black people in Oregon. There's none. My shadow ain't even black in Oregon. There's like 4 black people. That's not true. There's 3. I left. So there's like 3 black people there. And Portland, Oregon, Portland is the whitest major city in America. And we live in Newburgh, which is like not even, Portland. And they're not, there was no black people at all. And they weren't racist down there. They just didn't like black people. And they was like, the kids weren't racist. The kids, they would always ask me, why are you white? They would ask me the questions. But some of the parents, like I remember some of the parents, they were like, you can't play with my kid because you're black. And I'm like, whoa, before you say no, all right?
But I gotta say, man, to all the doctors, nurses, frontline workers that are here tonight, thank you for what you do. You are the real heroes. Yeah. Yep. So, I became good friends with my doctor, of course, because he saved my life, right? And they test my blood all the time because I was one of the first patients that beat COVID that they didn't put on a ventilator. So the doctor calls me up for a blood test to see if I need a booster or not. And he goes, well, here's your results. If your level is over 20, you don't need a booster. If your level is under 20, you need a booster. I go, all right, doc, what's my level? He goes, your level is 25, 100. You have 120 times more antibodies than you need. The highest number I've ever seen during this pandemic is 700, and your level is 2,500. That's right. I hung up the phone, looked at my wife, and said, I'm a goddamn superhero. I'm the half Black Panther. Do you realize I could sneeze on someone and cure them? Shake my hand, sir. You're vaccinated. Fist bump. Booster! I'm not gonna lie to you, I got too cocky after the doctor told me this. I got way too cocky. Way too cocky. I was doing everything I wasn't supposed to do. Yeah, I was going out, touching everything. I was opening doors for everybody. Did not care. I opened the door for a little old lady. She was like, do you need some hand sanitizer? I was like, oh, hell no. I am hand sanitizer. I lived a life without fear. Everything I was afraid of, had no fear of anymore. A cop pulled me over, was like, do you know why I stopped you? I was like, no, bitch, and just drove off. I was like, what? This is what it feels like to be white. What? I didn't do that. I'm still half black. I ain't doing that to a cop. Oh, hell no. But when you debate your life, when you go back and forth in your life, you don't know if you're gonna live or die. You realize a lot of things. Great things that happen in your life and terrible things that happen in your life. And one thing that stood out to me is my parents never told me they loved me till I was 29 years old. And it really messed with me in the hospital, right? So before I get into that story, I gotta tell you about my parents. If you haven't seen my last special, my dad is black, born and raised in Louisiana, has a PhD in nuclear physics, and served our country in the Army, people. Right. Now, in the last special, he was 75, now he's 78, and he hasn't changed. He's still black and has swag. He still walks around the house like this, you know what I mean? And he's always laughing like, yeah. And always pointing at random shit that's not there. Just like, Now, my mom, she was born and raised in Korea, South Side. Now we know who doesn't watch the news in his room. I said it in my last special, Blasian. It's tough having an Asian mom because if they think it, they say it, they have no filter. My mom just turned 70 and now all bets are off. She does not care. I never thought my mom could be worse. My mom won't even say people's names to me anymore because she would rather describe them to me. She calls me the other day and goes, you know what? I like your friend, he nice. I go, which one? She goes, fat boy, small feet. But I knew exactly who she was talking about. Because with my mom will say things that make you mad. She will say things that make you want to fight. But my mom really feels that she can say anything to anybody. Because it's a truth. Oh, you don't like truth? Why you mad? It's a truth. Do I lie? Do I lie? My mom got in a fight with my wife. Now, full transparency, my wife cooks like once every couple of, once. So my mom walks into our new house and goes, oh, what a beautiful kitchen for no cooking. I go, Mom, you can't say that in my house. Nuh-uh, not to my wife. She goes, why? It's a truth. You don't like truth? And then to me and my wife, she goes, do I lie? Do I lie? I look at my dad for help. He's like, walk away, son, walk away. My wife, she's white. Whoa, it got quiet, okay. But my wife is just not white. She white. Now, I know a lot of people in here are white, and you're questioning yourselves right now going, am I white? No. My wife is whiter than you. My wife is from Gillette, Wyoming white. You hear that? When white people intimidate, like, damn. That's white. But we got a beautiful family, man. We got 2 kids. My son is now 5, my daughter's 2, and they're black, white, and Asian. That's right.
That's how you get choked out with a pocket watch chain. Whimsical anarchy? You don't want no part of that. But they both condescend to the far left for being limp-wristed soy boys, but they're terrified of them at the same time. That's a weird dynamic. You know, it's like their general outlook on them is like, check out this little pussy. Oh shit, is he coming over here? No, hey, look, I love Sprouts, I love him, please don't make me gay. It's a weird thing to believe, you know, but people believe all kinds of weird shit right now. Like on a related note, I feel like white supremacy's been having a moment in this country the past few years. White supremacy's wild to me for a few reasons. First of all, I feel like every white supremacist I've ever seen is pretty much the least supreme looking motherfucker. Like, I've never seen an avowed white supremacist and thought to myself, behold, the pinnacle of man. Like it's not a bunch of Hemsworths walking around with swastika tattoos, you know? It's not. Your average white supremacist walks in looking like Busted Magazine's fuck up of the year, 2005. Walks in with a tattoo on his neck of a skull that's got more teeth than he does. Walks in looking like he's about to invent a whole new type of hepatitis. Ain't even thought up yet. Looking like that, talking about supremacy, I think that's wild. I also think it's wild to keep believing in supremacy considering all the L's they've taken over the course of this country's history, you know? Like, I know it's easy to look around right now and feel like they're doing pretty okay, but really they've mostly lost every major battle they fought up until this point, and they keep talking about supremacy. Like, I feel like the mood of their meetings had to get weirder and sadder over the years, you know? Like, they came into the meeting in 1865, like, okay, so they freed all the slaves. Big whoop. Look, they still can't marry our women. They still can't go to our schools. Hey, how's any of that ever going to change, guys? It ain't like women can vote, okay? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. 1965, they come into the meeting like, okay, so they can drink from our water fountains now, so we can't legally harass them just for coming into the same diner anymore. But look, there's got to be something we can do to legally harass these people still. Come on. Jimmy, Johnny, Lee, Roy, Leroy, Ricky, Randy, Billy, Bobby, Mike, Steve, Stuart, Stanley, Danny, David. You guys are cops. Put your heads together. We can figure this out. All right, it's not like one of them's the president. 2008, they come in kicking shit over like, okay, all right, this is a tough pill to swallow, I'm not gonna lie. But look, we gotta focus on the positives, guys. Like, hey, it's not like they're gonna start taking the Confederate flag down, all right? They're not gonna start pulling down the statues or renaming the streets or nothing like that. And hey, gay people still can't get married. That's something, right? Some guy in the back's like, aren't some gay guys white men? Shouldn't they be supreme too? It's like, no, Bobby, they don't count. You know that. Listen, we got to focus on the positives, guys. Like, hey, there's still no blacks in country music. Same guy in the back's like, what about Darius? Shut the fuck up, Bobby. Jesus Christ. Gay marriage gets legalized, they're just smoking cigarettes, staring at the wall. Like, I don't know. Y'all know what transgenders are? And they've been flailing with that shit ever since, but they mostly lose, you know? The other reason white supremacy is wild to me is I feel like I never really identified as white. I'm not about to do some Rachel Dolezal shit. That's what I'm about to do. This will make more sense in a minute, I promise. What I mean is, my whole life growing up poor, rural Tennessee, whenever I heard others talk about white people, in my head that was always like Connecticut, Yacht Club, like Dill. Is that Dill? Like in white people, right? Like white people. And I didn't know what I was, but I knew I wasn't the same thing as them. And it was very confusing to me as a young man. Now that I'm an adult, it couldn't be more clear. I'm not white, I'm white trash. Right? And it's like, and it is different. It is different. There's a whole list of differences. Like, white people got a trust fund. White trash people got trust issues. It's like, white people got a sister who's secretly a lesbian. White trash people got a sister who's secretly their mama. White people play golf with their boss on the weekends. White trash people play scratch-offs with their rent money on payday. Different. The way they have kids is different. Nowadays, white people wait till they're 35 to have kids. They got in vitro clinics, ovulation calendars, fertility stuff. White trash people more fertile than an Amish cornfield, baby. You can't stop us from having kids, no matter how hard you try. The way they name those kids is different. White parents are like, Braden, Paisley, it's time for your piccolo lessons. Right? White trash parents like, Remington, Bassmaster. Quit exploding them frogs, get in the goddamn house.